Yeah, I'm here. Yeah! YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts, and I'm Watts. I hope everybody's enjoying their time off. If you got time off, if you don't got time off, that's cool too. You working, you putting in pain, you putting a little bit of money to the side, you finishing strong before the year is over. I hope everybody's prioritizing that mental health. I hope everybody's prioritizing their physical health as well, because it goes hand in hand. You know, I say this all the time, but I never really elaborate, but here's the truth. The mind, body, and soul connection is realer than people like to give credit for, and that's just straight facts. Because when you take the fact that sometimes the body is willing, but the mind is not, or vice versa, sometimes the mind is willing, but the body is not. I feel like there's too much information right now on the internet, in books, for us not to be taking our lives serious. You know, I've been very self-reflective over the last couple of months up until this point, and I understand that everything that I went through, whether it was good or bad, was a teachable moment on my Chase U stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at a point of understanding that I don't want to sit there and blame anybody for things that could have been, things that might have been, should have been. It's all divine intervention, and you need to understand this to proceed in life. You know, my goal right now, baby, I want to live to 80, maybe more. But I'm only trying to live to like 80 and higher if I can be like Jack LaLanne, or Fabio. To be honest, a lot of people might not know about Jack LaLanne, but do your Googles. I'm pretty sure your grandmother had a picture of him or his workout plan or something like that in the crib. The same for Fabio, but not really a workout plan, but just a picture of him. Like every older grandmother in the hood had a picture of Fabio in the crib. Like at that time, like in the 80s and whatnot, he was like the ultimate man type shit for most women. He was like the heartthrob, the dream man, you know, for lack of a better term. But I'm getting a little bit off topic right now. I expect a lot out of myself in 2026, and I feel like you should expect a lot out of yourself in 2026 as well. But let's just continue. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. I've been babbling for like 3 minutes straight. Let's get right with it. I'm gonna go with 5 people who should have a really eventful 2026. A really eventful 2026, sorry, and a breakout year in 2026. And I'm going based off metrics. I'm going based off what I've seen, but I'm also going based off potential and presentation. There's a lot of people. I'm gonna go with an honorable mention right now. I'm gonna just knock it out right now. Braun Breaker, even though, and I don't have him on this list mainly because we've already been seeing where they're trying to position Braun Breaker in the card and in the company as well. We already know that he has big things coming, pause, in 2026, but it already kind of started. He started the year off as the Intercontinental Champion. I say Intercontinental Champion. We've already seen it. So, and then he has this main event spot in the Vision, and they're basically setting him up remarkably. Well, not remarkably because he's still a little green, but they've been setting him up pretty damn good to be a main event player in 2026. So we don't even really have to worry about Braun Breaker. We already know he's gonna be just fine. But I want to focus on 5 specific people that I've noticed and I've kind of just been taking note that's gonna rule the world if the booking allows them to. So let's begin. I'm gonna go with number 5, Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka, she's always been on my radar, and I've always championed her even before she won the titles, double belts, running with Zarya and whatnot. I always knew that there was something in her. And to be honest, she probably would have gotten there sooner if she didn't get injured. She'd probably already be on the main roster right now. She'd probably be like a two-time United States champion right now, and probably would be setting up to possibly win the Royal Rumble, and that's just straight facts. So I expect a lot from her in 2026, and she didn't even get called up yet. She already beat a Hall of Fame level talent in Bailey, and you know that might be there might be some contrarians in the comments talking about Bailey is not a Hall of Famer, but yo, let's be for real, man. She is a Hall of Famer. Stop playing with me. But I expect a lot out of Sol Ruka. She's probably going to see the main roster and maybe after WrestleMania. I feel like what's probably going to happen right now is I feel like her and Zarya is going to have one showdown. I think Zarya turns on her sooner rather than later. And I feel like they face each other at Stand and Deliver in a grudge match. But that's just me. You ain't hear from Watts yet. We shall see. Anyway, I'm going to go to number 4. Number 4, I'm going Lash Legend. I'm going Lash Legend because they have been positioning her remarkably on the main roster. They have her running with Nia Jax. I like what they've been doing with that tag team. Like, they have like a Legion of Doom, like, unstoppable feeling to them. You know, they like Steiner brothers or something like that, for lack of a better term, just straight powerhouses. You know, they have the ability and they have the potential to run the women's tag team division for a while. I don't see a problem with it because Nia Jax, she's been doing damn good, and like a lot of people has been saying, she has been stepping her wardrobe up and her physical looks as well, and running with Lash Legend. It just looks good, and she can bestow a lot of knowledge onto Lash Legend as far as ring awareness. Well, not really ring awareness because we know her history, but just being a good heel and being able to carry themselves as such. So I expect a lot. I definitely expect them tag team titles to be around the waist of Nia Jax and Lash Legend sooner rather than later. I'd say at the earliest by Royal Rumble time. But let's talk about something else. Let's talk about number 3. And number 3, I'm going to definitely go Javon Evans. I'm going Javon Evans at number 3, mainly because he has a really high ceiling, and you could tell that higher ups think very much highly of him. He's only number 3 because I'm just like, damn, like, I would really like to see him win the NXT title before he actually gets to the main roster. But from what it's starting to look like, it looks like Javon Evans is going to go to Raw. I think Javon Evans goes to Raw, and I think that his first feat will probably be to try to beat Dominic Mysterio for the IC title. That's how I'm starting to feel right now with how they've been showcasing him a lot, having him face Gunther on live events and stuff like that, and he does not look out of place. And he has a really high ceiling. He's been getting his weight up, and he's going to get a little bit bigger before it's all said and done. This man is 21. This man has a good, like, in his prime, or just being able to do the moves that he does, he got a solid 15 years. He has a solid 15 years because he's 21. So that like 35, 36, that's when I'd expect him to kind of like slow a lot of that aerial offense down a little bit, maybe gain a little muscle and, you know, get a power game. But he's ahead of his time with his ring awareness and his ability to not only sell, but his ability. He's so infectious. And the crowd loves him. Even the crowds that don't really know him from a hole in the wall, they get acclimated with him and they rock with him. He's like baby Jeff Hardy. I'm gonna be real. He's gonna do some things. He's gonna do some things. And another honorable mention would definitely be Leon Slater, because I know that the E is chomping at the bit, waiting for my guy to become a free agent so they can send him to either A, to NXT, or put him and Javon Evans as an official tag team to win them titles. It's a high possibility, but I'm gonna go with number 2. It definitely has to be Trick Williams. It has to be Trick Williams. Trick Williams, he has that it factor, man. He has that it factor. And I would not be surprised if he goes straight to the main event scene. I know how that sounds, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes straight to the main event scene and we see this man challenging Cody Rhodes. They already low-key been setting it up. They have him with Nick Aldis in the locker room, and he's having certain exchanges with Cody Rhodes, but the truth is we've seen that already. We've seen it with Carmelo Hayes, and we've seen that it took a little longer. I'm so happy that Carmelo Hayes is breaking out. He's an honorable mention too. But real spill, I'm so happy to see what they're doing with them. And those two are probably going to cross paths. And I wouldn't be surprised if them two end up having a full circle moment and facing each other for the U.S. title at WrestleMania. Fuck it. Throw Ilya Dragunov in there too, because that would be some fly shit. You got the man that was a hype man for Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams in the fray too. Like, yo, it's not just y'all. Shit, I made it to this level too. That would be fly. Let's go with number one. Number one, Obafemi. Obafemi. I'm pretty sure you already knew that already. Everybody already knew. The way they're positioning Obafemi, they gave him a really nice vignette on SmackDown. I think Obafemi comes to SmackDown. He's probably a lock. Once he loses the and you know what's crazy? I would not be surprised if he just vacates the title. If he doesn't lose or get pinned by anybody in NXT, I would not be surprised. I would see, shoot, if he's not vacating the title, it kind of looks like it might end up being Tony D'Angelo that beats him for the title with some underhanded tactics probably. But the way they're positioning Obafemi, and they gave us a little taste, pause, with him versus Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event. It was pretty solid match up until Drew McIntyre got involved. But you know for a fact they was not going to let neither of them guys get pinned. And it would have definitely hurt a lot of Obafemi's momentum. And Cody Rhodes, he's not getting pinned. He's the WWE champion. It wouldn't have made any sense for real. So the fact that they was able to protect Obafemi from getting pinned, that just tells you all you need to know about what they're trying to do. I'm super happy about this because I'm not saying you can't fumble Obafemi, but it would be really hard to fumble somebody like Obafemi, and that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel, and that's the real deal. I appreciate everybody. I'm going to wrap this video up right now because I have some libations in my hand, and I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to go hard. I think I deserve it. I've been doing what I can, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing what I can. Balance of that work-life balance, and then understanding that this right here is work as well. My personal life, I've been making strides, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the lab, I've been doing the damn thing. Look at them arms, bro. These aren't quite 20-inch pythons, but we getting there. And yo, it's loading. When I start doing these things with my shirt off, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. Y'all just gonna have to understand, baby. But yo, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. If you stayed this long, like and subscribe, but also throw that notification bell on because YouTube be on some funny style stuff, man. But yo, I appreciate y'all. Toast to y'all. I'm out. Peace.